Right, and we are back. Let's see, so I'm going to have a little bit of downtime while I find location to which to copy this this file, this save file that we created. So bear with me a moment if you will, please. Now let me see, where did I put Quest for Glory here? There it is. I want configure, and I want to go to Open Programs Directory. Let's see, Quest for Glory 2, this is the one. Let me in fact rename this to this. No, let's just keep continuity. So I presume we're going to want it here, yes. Hero.save, looks good. Right. So let's start up Quest for Glory 2. Should theoretically start presently. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can't see it, but the little launcher's popped up. There we go. Give me a moment to capture the window. That one. No, not that. That one. Okay, so we should be on screen in a moment. There we go. Right, so let's get going. Nice 3D CGI intro. Not for Sierra, however, but for AGD Interactive. Okay, now that the intro's over, I can move this window over, I believe. There we go. So, once again, for VOD, greetings and salutations, and welcome to Quest for Glory 2, Trial by Fire. Specifically, the fan VGA remake. Now, this is a little unusual in that I'm playing the fan remake rather than one of the original games. And that's for two reasons. One, the fan remake is, I think, incredibly faithful to the original. It's pretty much the same game as far as I can tell, save for a few additions, which we'll get to in time. I think a few additions and a few changes and tweaks. Yeah. Let me put it this way: in terms of puzzles, in terms of actually solving the game, it's pretty much the same. They've added in, I think they added in a new mini game, and they've made some tweaks. They've changed the combat a little. It's still basically the same, but they've enhanced it a bit. I think made it a bit more complex, a bit more deep, a bit more interesting. I think, and a bit more welcoming to wizards and thieves as well as fighters. And they've simplified let me put it this way: the streets of the city that we're going to be in are an absolute maze, quite somewhat literally. It was in fact, I believe, used as a form of copy protection, and they've provided basically an accessibility option to simplify that, to make it easy to navigate, so that you don't have to go through a whole bunch of superfluous streets and such like. And finally, there are a couple of other things. They added in an optional elemental for you to encounter, as later games in the series do establish there are 5 fundamental elements in the setting. As we'll see here, there is earth, air, fire, and water is common. There's also pizza, which is, yes, in fact, a fundamental element of nature in this setting. It's a strange setting, and I love that about it. And yes, there are a couple of other changes, but nothing major. So it's pretty faithful, so we're playing pretty much the same game. And the other reason that I'm playing it is because they've improved it in a number of ways, I think. For one thing, VGA graphics, which is always nice to have over the old EGA. And just, as I said, as some of those aforementioned quality of life things like the simplified it's a town layout, the city layout rather, and that sort of thing. So, plus it imports and exports characters just as the original game does. It'll happily import our game from Quest for Glory 1, which I'm going to do presently. If I import a hero here, and it will happily export into a format that is recognized by Quest for Glory 3, which I intend to do at the end of this and head into Quest for Glory 3 with it. So, all of that said, let's import our hero. And you can see this was from an old playthrough. I think this is from my pre-streaming Let's Play. But this is the one that we just made, hero.save, import. Your character has been imported as a magic user. If you do not feel this is the correct profession, please indicate your preference below. No, that's correct, magic user. Your character was successfully imported as a magic user. Welcome to Trial by Fire, Thorm. So here we are. Ah, I love this. Okay, so we have 25 points once again. So, how are we going to distribute them? We're not going to bother with the things that we ignored last time. We're going to keep our character fundamentally as they are. It's tempting to put a bit into dodge, because that might come into handy in combat. Yeah, actually, I probably ought to. It'll probably cost me, I think I'll find. No, it's the same price. Okay, that's good to know. My intelligence is pretty good and my vitality is pretty good, so that's good to know. Strength's not going to be terribly important for me because we're going to be fighting with magic, not with swords, so that's not going to feature seriously for us. Agility might be useful to us, luck might be useful to us, magic will be, so I think let's up our magic, let's up our dodge. What else? By the way, you might notice the two new stats that don't have values here, which I think is communication, and honor. Honor in particular is an important stat introduced by this game, but we'll get to that as the game goes, I think. So what else? What else is worth having here? Luck, perhaps? Yeah, luck's probably a good thing to have. And then I suppose let's just increase our intelligence. And yeah, since we have so little dodge, let's add a bit to that. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Quest for Glory 2 offers multiple conversation and alleyway systems to the player, at least this remake does. Please select your preferences before starting. So, yes, I'd forgotten to mention that. Okay, so we're going to use the simplified alley layout. You've selected the simplified alleyway system. This option will allow players new to Quest for Glory 2 to navigate the city with little chance of getting lost. As I said, the layout in the original was pretty much copy protection as far as I can tell. You've got the map in the manual, you see, and it's very difficult to navigate without the map. Actually, you know what? No, forget it. We're using Classic. You've selected the Classic alleyway system. This option will allow Quest for Glory veterans to explore the city as it was originally designed. Now, we also have options here. We have the original parser system, which is what the game started with, where you type in topics and so on and so forth. Or we have a point-and-click system, or we have a combo system. I'm very tempted to go with the parser system, because it is kind of fun, honestly. The combo system, by the way, basically gives you the normal point-and-click system, but with a parser at the bottom in which you can enter stuff. And there are topics that aren't included in the parser system, non-essential ones, that can get you that can help you to advance a bit. You know what, let's go with the parser. You've selected the text parser interface. You'll be able to directly access each conversation topic without having to look it up in dialogue trees. A good option for Quest for Glory veterans. Okay, and I think we're ready. Let's start the game, which means I'm going to want the manual that I have over here. But first, is it not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? The Katta's tale is already the center of Shapier's entertainment. Where else can you watch Shima dance? You know you will always have a place to stay and fine food to eat in Shapier. Shamin, Shima, and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasure. In case you didn't realize, this is Abdullah Du. It is good to be back home, even though I have had troubling news. My old friend Aris al-Din, the Emir of Razir, is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I. Ah, but you have not even seen our beautiful Shapier, and already I speak of problems. You need to go out, explore, and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment. So... let's ask about Abdullah. I am Abdullah Du. It is an old family name. Tell me about Shapier. The land of Shapier may be plagued with elementals and djinns, but this city will ever stand as long as there are heroes such as yourself. Can we ask about hero? No. Okay, tell me about the Katta, please. The Katta make great neighbors and friends, and Shamin and Shima are the finest of Kattas. I find nothing to argue with here. So tell me about Shamin. Like a cat, Shamin lands upon his paws wherever he goes. This inn is the oasis of culture for Shapier. Tell me about culture. No. Okay, tell me about Shima. Ah, the enchanting Shima. Her dance must be seen to be savoured. Dance? Same thing. Okay, tell me about the inn. A place to relax and talk to friends, to eat and drink, to watch entertainment. What better place to be? Okay, tell me about Razir. Razir and Shapier were sister cities, separated by the sands of the desert. Now it is said that the fountain of Razir runs no more, and that the city's soul has shriveled like a grape in the sun. Terrible. Fountain? The fountain is the center of life to our city. It is a desert city, after all. You mentioned djinn. That's not how one spells djinn. You mentioned djinn. Djinn are magical beings, huge, monstrous creatures of power capable of tearing a man limb from limb, although I have never personally experienced this. And elementals? The elementals are some sort of magical things which could destroy us all. Sounds worrisome. What else? Can I just ask about city? No. We haven't had much to find out. Our desert? The desert is full of perils for the unwary, and only brave men or fools dare go there. I used to travel through the desert often. Which one are you then? Fools? No. Okay, travel? No. Treasure? There is no treasure. There is no greater treasure than friendship. Fair enough. What about your carpet? I've given the carpet to the Sultan, and in return he has made me wealthy beyond even my dreams. Nice. Tell me about wealthiness. No. Okay. And the Sultan? The other day I was talking to the Sultan, may he live forever, as Harun al-Rashid thanked me for my carpet for my gift of the flying carpet, and complimented me upon my courage in fighting against those vile brigands in Spielburg. Wait, hold on. He mentioned that there might be a need of a hero around here soon. The Sultan must have talked to the astrologer. The astrologer? You see how this parser system works now. You end up going down rabbit holes. The astrologer is a very important man here. He can see the future in the stars. You should go to him and find your fortune, for is it not written, a man should know his fate? His house is at the end of the Tariq of stars. Tariq seems to mean road or street. Stars? No. Okay, and we also know about the Emir. Aris was the kindest of men, quick to hug you and call you brother, but I must admit that he was not very brave. Okay. Danger? No. Okay, so I don't think we have anything else to talk to him about. Shamin. Okay, let's order a... we're not really hungry right now. But we can now speak speak to ourselves, essentially. So just to address people, which we couldn't do in the first ones, I believe. We can greet. Good day, my fine friend. I trust you are finding your stay in Shapier interesting. There is always so much to see and do here. What can we tell him about? Treasure? You are indeed quite the hero, my friend. Tell him about... Can I tell him anything about the Katta? No. Okay, we don't really have anything to tell him, I don't think. So let's say goodbye. Enjoy the sights of Shapier, O hero. And now that we've gotten up, I think we can talk to Shamin properly. Ask about Shamin. Shamin, in the tongue of my kindred, means he of the lion. Shima. There is none in all Shapier to compare to my beautiful and wondrous mate. Okay, no. Okay. Well, that's not how you spell Abdullah. Abdullah may seem foolish at times, but there is much in what he says. Tell me about the inn. This is truly what an inn should be, the centre of all. With Shima to dance and the poet Omar to entertain, there will always be something of interest here. Oh, the poet Omar. Poetry is revered in this land. The words of the poet Omar speak both to the heart and to the mind. Room. Your room awaits you just off the passage behind me. You will have a place to stay here as long as you wish to be our guest. So we have a place to stay for free here, which is quite nice. Tell me about Shapier. This city is but an island of beauty amidst the shifting sands and timeless mountains. The mountains? No. Okay. Tell me about Razir. That city used to be but a mirror to Shapier. It is said that it is a foreshadow of what is to come. Ominous. It is not good to speak of evil, but there is much of it in Razir. Evil. No, okay. Elemental. Elementals are dangerous and very destructive. Those wise in the ways of the elements could tell you more. Elements? Wise. No, okay. Wizard? No. Okay. Oh, djinn. You haven't asked about djinn yet? No, okay. The Katta believe one's fate lies within oneself, not in the stars above. Okay, I don't think we have much else to ask here, so let's pop in and have a look at our room. See, it is a really nice room, and we have a storage box here. Plus, if I recall correctly, we might find things with which to decorate this room as we go, which is always fun. So we have leather armor. We have 221 golden coins from the land of Spielburg, which won't help us much right now because we're not in Spielburg. We have 0 golden dinars and brass centimes, we may note. We have our dagger. We have a leather water skin. And we have some adventuring rations. And as you can see, we can store items. Okay, so I think it is time to head out. Welcome, hero. Oh, let's go and greet him. We are most honoured by your presence at our inn, Hero of Spielburg. Farewell, hero. Okay, so off we go. Into Shapier itself. You, stranger! You just in luck. I got everything you need right here. You need a map? I got a map. You need a compass? I got a compass. You need a souvenirs of Shapier for friends and relatives? I got the best souvenirs in town. Oops, sorry if you heard that notification. The odd character at the stand seems vaguely familiar. The guy looks like he could play the piano, but strangely. I think he's a parody of one of the, what do they call it, the Three Stooges. You see a Katta musician playing some sort of musical instrument and charming a dangerous-looking snake. There are some brass coins thrown into his bowl. You see a charming young Katta with a smile for you. Okay, well, let's talk with this guy, shall we? You look like such a fine person. Have I got a deal for you? Special today only. I sell you a genuine made in Japan glowing dark turban. But maybe you know got a kid. Then what you want is what I got right here. A Shapier in a bottle. You shake it and you see Shapier in a sandstorm. I sell it just for you for only twice what it's worth. Okay. Oops, that's not how you spell Shapier. No. Okay. Is that how you spell souvenir? You need a souvenirs? I got it. How about a pair of glow-in-the-dark socks of Shapier? This away, you no losing your feet at night. Okay, yes, great. You said something about a map. How you think you're going to find yourself with no map? I sell you one cheap, only 100 centimes, special edition today. There's a you are here with a bigger X. I think he's supposed to be vaguely Italian, but anyway. Centime? Seeing you a stranger, you got a strange money. You need to get the coins of Shapier, the centime and dinar. Okay. Also, you mentioned a compass. Oops. With a compass, you always know which way you. There. Sorry, it's a little hard for me to keep up with this fast talking, this rapid style that I think he has. With a compass, you always know which way you're going. How many people you meet know that. I give you a compass, it only costs 100 centimes. Okay. Look, I don't have any money. Do you know where there's a money changer? You want to find the money changers, right? No problem, boss. Well, you go north until you see a way to go left, and then you take her the way. Now you go until you see a way to go right, and you take her that away. You go until you can see a way to go right, and then you go to the right, and then you then you go until you can go to the right again. That's the right way. Go that way right until you can turn right. Go right until you come to a place where you can go right again. Turn left. Follow the road, and you can miss it. You could miss it. Right, you guys you've got that right? Yes, good. Good thing I have a map. To find it. Okay, I'm not going to go through one of those right now, but all right. I don't think we have anything else here. Let's try talking with this person. Flowers of beauty, flowers of fragrances most wonderful, flowers to bring cheer to your day. Tell me about flowers. I would be honored to sell you some flowers, hero of the north. There are a mere 10 centimes. Okay. The only coins we can accept are the dinars and centimes of Shapier. Okay, I don't think we have much to talk to them about right now. So, I'm going to break out my map. Let's see. Quest for Glory 2, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. Oof, if you could see this thing. Okay. But let's go. What's the matter, you? You know, like a bigger deal when you see it? Look, I want the deal, Ali Chica. I just don't have the money that you take. Okay, so this is Shapier, the streets of Shapier. By the way, the original game didn't have this skyline, or I think these names, which in themselves helped navigation. So we want to go, looking at the map, we want to go left here. By the way, in this version, we can sometimes, in fact, let me just check. Oh, yes. Well, let's turn the skill up. Let's find silly clowns are on. Good. Combat options. No, okay, that's... Okay, so we don't want any of this aid, I don't think. Yeah, let's just go. Okay. I might have to turn that skill down once we get into combat. We'll see. Let me just check. Is that just skill? Is that just combat? Let's see. Game skill. Difficulty of combat. Okay. So good. So that is only combat. So if I'm struggling with... actually, let me save since we're just into... As you can see, I have played this before. There we go. An internal error has occurred. Ah, you're kidding me. The game just crashed. Okay. Give me a moment to start that up. I'm going to have to play it on my main monitor then. I usually play on my secondary monitor because I like the color on that one more and because it's out of the way of the browser. But it looks like this game is not happy with that. Excuse me if you heard me drinking there. Alright, I'm just starting up the game again. Bear with me while that happens. Play game. Okay. Good thing that I saved. Oh, you're kidding me. Unable to load game, error invalid save game version. It must have... alright. We're going to have to re-import our hero and start from the beginning. So if I recall correctly, we put something in magic, in dodge, and in intelligence. Put it in magic, I think. I forget exactly how I put... I did this, but that's okay. Parser, classic, start game. Okay. So, I'm just going to run through some of the stuff that I remember asking about. Emir, Razier, Shapier, Abdullah, Shamin, Shima, carpet. What else did I ask him about? Desert. Oh, did I ask about djinn? I forget. Oops. And elemental. Oh, the inn. When it comes to money, I am the person to ask. You will need to find the money changer to trade your coins before you can buy anything here. Money changer? She's a very beautiful woman and very attracted to me. I can tell. You will find her at the end of Dinar Tariq, a street to the I think the west of here. Okay. Okay, I can't just say bye. Greet. Say goodbye. Let's go talk with Shamin. And the inn, and Shapier, and Razier, and Foreshadow, and Evil, no, okay, and Elemental, and Djinn, and Desert? Sands that change colors with the time of day. The desert is dear to our people. However, it is best viewed at night. It is hard to survive the heat of the sun. Okay. Say goodbye. Okay. So let me see if I can save now. Okay, looks like that's working. Right. So we just have to not do this on the secondary monitor, which may mean that I might miss stuff from chat. Oh no, I might be able to move it over. Okay, so let's go through these guys. Asked about the compass, we asked about the map, we asked about the souvenir, we asked about the money, money changer. We asked about what do you have to say about the Katta? You got to watch them. When you make a deal with a Katta, it always seems fair. They must be up to something. Yeah, I see. What else? This is a nicer town, a nicer land. Razia? I understand the sightseeing business is not too good there. Lovely. Alright, now I think we're done with you for now. Don't we have flowers? And it is a most friendly and comfortable place to reside, Shapier. Okay. I think we're ready to go now. So let's once again make a save. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's working now. Okay, that gave me a bit of a fright. But anyway, it looks like we're back. And yeah, we're back at this junction. And one of the things, oh yes, I better check my settings. Yes, game skill. I think that's all fine. Good. In fact, let me just resave. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Yes, something that I think I was saying before the crash was that in this version of the game, if you hang around at these intersections, every so often someone interesting will walk past. Anyway, we'll probably see those as we go since we're in the classic system. Now, if I'm not just looking, I'm looking at my map. We just want to keep going down what is Marib Darb here. Lots of windy passages, all alike. Not the cleanest. Wait, what's that? The message reads, "Those who dare to walk the fiery road will not return unscathed." Interesting. Oops, and this? Yeah, it doesn't want to tell us. Okay, fair enough. Off we go. I'm not going to bother reading everything, or trying. Interesting that that one was readable. In fact, was interactive. Okay, so reached a junction. Where am I trying to get? I'm trying to get to Centime Tariq? Yes, there. Okay, so I see. So I want to take this right-hand turn. As you can see, as you might be starting to apprehend, okay, we don't want, Damby Darb. This place is quite a maze. We're apparently on Kittal Darb. Okay, we've just come through the Tariq of Kattas, apparently. So off we go. And as noted, we could have a simplified version of this, but where's the fun in that? That's nice. Dinar Tariq. Good, that's what I'm looking for. We want to go right onto Dinar Tariq, and we want to take the next right, if I'm not much mistaken. Go onto Centime Tariq. And no? Knock on the door? Nope. Apparently not the right place. So maybe I wanted to take a left on Dinar Tariq. I'm pretty sure it's one of these, especially since this is the one named for money. And as you might notice, this game likes that sort of name association. The astrologer being on the Tariq of Stars, for example. Here we are. So, we have a stranger to our fair land. Welcome, traveller from afar. Come closer, that you might find all that you seek here. I am Dinarzad, changer of money for Shapier. Would you like to exchange something with me? Frank, the guard, marks you with his glare. You suspect he would give no quarter in a fight. He would likely pound you into ruble. In any case, he has no dime to speak with you, to coin a phrase. To fight him would make no sense. Better leave him alone for a change. I do like the punning in this series. Ask about... tell me about yourself, Dinarzad. I am always pleased to exchange money for strangers. Tell me about money. I deal in money. I will be only too happy to exchange your old, worn-out foreign money for money which is a bit more practical around here. Okay. Dinars are the gold coins of Shapier. Centimes are the brass coins that are used everywhere around here. Sorry, a bit of gas there. Yes, exchange. I will gladly trade your foreign money for our dinars and centimes. I always enjoy helping others, and I give the best rate around. Helping? No. I don't think Dinarzad has much help for us. Can we ask what the exchange rate is, out of curiosity? No. I think it probably just takes the first word. So, let me think. Is there anything else? Can we ask about Shapier? Shapier is a very safe and orderly place under the watch of our Sultan. It can be very dangerous for those who break the law and get caught. There is no thieves' guild around here. Certainly I can satisfy your needs better than any mere guild. Only in Razir do you need such union scum. Interesting, so she's more or less admitted that she's the one in charge of thieves around here. Razir was once a place where anyone with brains and skills could make some quick cash. Now that things have changed under the new emir, only those who's toady to the authorities can get ahead. Ferrari is an excellent example of that type of person, only too willing to kiss and tell. Ferrari. Do not trust him in Razier, even unless you are a thief. Even then, watch your backside. I see. Okay. So we've learned a little more there. So let's greet. Hello, handsome. I love a man who knows how to properly address a woman. We're not going to kiss, so let's exchange coins. Yes, all of them. Here you are. I just love intimate exchanges like this. And we got our first points. We now have 123 golden dinars and 0 brass centimes. Nice. Let's say our goodbyes. Ah, men, always coming and going, always going and coming, and always too soon. Come on, there we go. Okay, now we have to find our way back. Which is straightforward enough for the first bit. And of course I have my map, so we should be able to not get lost too horribly. Too horribly, at least. We want to take the first turn out of Dinar Tariq, I believe. No, not that way. Yes. No, wait. This is me that we're talking about, however, so we're probably going to get fairly lost. We're probably going to get lost at some point. Kit al-Darb, yes, that's the one that we were on. And you see the skyline changing in the background there to help you keep your bearings, which the original game didn't have, if I recall correctly. Kit al-Darb and Nafaradab was... Oh, okay, I see. Which, I mean, we could take. It would take us to the Fountain Plaza, but we don't want to go there just yet. So I'm going to... Oh, hey, guys. Some guards just went past. I'm going to go back the way we came. I want, as a matter of priority, to get that map. Ah, Tariq Kattas. Oh, hey, there's a Katta. Nice. And I like that we have these bits of traffic here. So Marib Darb, I want to turn left. And this should pretty much take us there. It'll be the first right. Good. No, don't want to get turned around, literally. Okay, and while we walk, I'm going to have something more to drink. That's better. Again, excuse me if you heard that, but it's a good idea to keep hydrated and all of that. Plus it's chocolate and it's delicious. I think we want to go this way. Yes, here we go. Hey you! I got just a thing. A keychain with a real Shapier brass centime on the end. Only cost you one dinar. All right, look, we're going to have to give you some money, but okay. Right, so we can buy this thing, which is 10 dinars. I don't want to pay 10 dinars for that. And you see, we have a negotiation mechanic now. 5 dinars. Eli Chica fakes a heart attack. What do you think this is? Some kind of charity? You got to give me 9 dinars or we got no deal. 7. Sorry, boss. We got a no deal then. Okay. 8? No. Okay, fine. I'm going to buy it anyway. Let me see if I got one. There you go, boss. You're not going to regret this, boss. Guaranteed the best in town or you no get your money back. Yeah, we have now a little sand globe. It's the city of Shapier inside a glass dome. When the dome is shaken, a sandstorm envelops the city. Okay. Do we want a map? I'm not giving you 100 centimes. How about 80 centimes? Alright, you drive a hard bargain. I give you this and you give me 99 centimes. 85. Oh, okay, if you're going down by 1, I'm going up by 1. Hold on, he's just coming. I'm just going to sit here on it. Oh, kittens, I wasn't paying attention to what was in the UI. Oh well, 92 centimes it is. Well, we got a map. And points for the map. Okay. And a compass, also important. So let's try 80 again. Okay, so we've driven him down as far as we can go. Okay, and we have a compass. How much money have we? 112 golden dinars and 16 brass centimes. Good. By the by, here we go. You see our communication score has gone up. Our honor score has started off at 50. So yes, and we have some puzzle points. For a moment there, I thought this was a weight icon. Oh, there we go. We can see a compass on the screen, which is quite neat. And we can look at our map. This is what. Okay, so now we don't really need the map in the book anymore. As I said, it was. Actually, I don't remember whether you got a map like this in the original. I think so, though. But this is what I was navigating. You see, I went around here and down here and along here and in there. And then I went up here and here and here. And I accidentally went in there. But in fact, I was supposed to go around there. And there I went to the money change. And I think this icon will let me teleport there now. And we can teleport to the plazas. We have the Plaza of the Fountain South, the Gate Plaza, the Plaza of the Palace. The Plaza of the Fountain. We have both the South and the North available. Plaza of the Palace. Plaza of the Fighters East and West, and of course the Gate Plaza and the Katta's Tail Inn. And this is where the exit is. And there will be other places that we'll find as we go on. So, but first, I want to get some flowers. I'm going to get a couple of bouquets, I think. I like you, so I'm going to go for 8. Thank you. Oops. Oh, I'm being silly. I'm missing that there's a quantity thing. I'm just going to buy one more anyway. And then I want to go and give some coins to this fellow. The musician nods and smiles while he plays. Okay, good. Now, there is something that we should perhaps address. Okay, communication's gone up again. This honor score, which as you can see is now 50. Throughout the game we'll encounter puzzle solutions that may or may not be honorable by the game's understanding of such. If we raise our honor high enough, we'll be eligible for a special class, the Paladin. The Paladin has some additional puzzle solutions in some of the games, particularly 4 and 5. Not really in 3 as I recall. And some special powers. However, the Paladin is also basically a fighter. Their standard puzzle solutions are all fighter puzzle solutions, and basically they play as a fighter, which is not what we want, and not what I'm going to go for in this game. So I'm not going for Paladinhood. If we do end up eligible to become a Paladin at the end of the game, when we import into the 3rd game, I'll probably just refuse that and import as a magic user. Now, before we go exploring the city a bit more, let us go out the front door. So, you are the stranger the merchants are talking about. The gate of Shapier is always open, but never have I seen an entrance to the city like yours. To fly in on a carpet, it must be grand. And by the way, I do apologise. I forgot to show the intro. I'll hopefully try to remember to do that next stream. Anyway, tell me about Shapier, Master Guard. The duty of a guard in Shapier is to make certain all people are safe from violence or ill-doing. And in Razier, it is said that the duty of the guards of Razier is to make certain all people obey the many laws. Interesting difference, I notice. Note these guys over here. These are sauruses. Tell me about sauruses. You can see the riding sauruses in the stable over there. They're intelligent and brave creatures, willing to obey the slightest command from their master. They will take you wherever you wish and come to your aid against monsters. Best of all, they can always find their way back to where they are stable, so you need never get lost. The seller of sauruses will be here tomorrow. Perhaps you can purchase one then. Okay, so we don't have to get one just yet. The desert is a very dangerous place for any man. In the middle of the day, the sun will burn one. At night, many foul monsters prowl in search of easy prey. The dunes are all alike, and it is easy to lose one's way. Only if one is properly prepared can one endure, or when one travels in a caravan. Endure? How about prepare? One must never travel in the desert without a source of water. You will need to buy a water skin from one of the merchants. A compass is useful to help to keep from getting lost. Food supplies to keep away hunger are a good idea. And the one thing that will aid you most to stay alive in the desert is a good riding saurus. Okay, thank you. Well, there's not much to be done here right now. Let's see the sauruses. Outside of the main gate of Shapier is a corral for the townspeople's sauruses. Sauri? You decide. And tomorrow we're going to... that is in-game tomorrow. That's fine, thank you, Elichika. Tomorrow we are going to... yeah, that is, as I said, in-game tomorrow. We will hopefully go and pick up a riding saurus. So you see the saurus slot has been added. Right, so let's go through the city and go to the Fountain Plaza and see what's to be found there. That was unexpected. Sorry, I didn't react fast enough to click on that character. Ah, more Katta. And here, of course, is the sign of the mortar and pestle indicating an apothecary. But first, Katta. Pots for sale. Earthenware pots in brightly coloured glazes. I have the pot you have long sought. We have delicious things for you to eat. Mouth-tempting falafels of fresh roasted lamb. Dates stuffed with honeyed almonds to tease your tongue. It is a certainty that you will enjoy what we sell. Okay. You, tell me about pots. My pots are all made from clay, which is shaped and painted by my hand. I would be most pleased if you were to buy one. There is a very pretty one here for only 300 centimes. Clay is a special type of earth which is used to make pots. Tell me about earth. No, okay. I know little of such things, but that we will suffer when elementals are around. Foreshadowing. Okay. So, we are going to want a pot, but I'm not sure of how much money we're going to require to get everything that we need. So I'm a little hesitant to use up our money too much. We have only 110 golden dinars left, and there's quite a bit that we're going to want to buy. Ah, this guy. The druggist seems to keep busy at his trade. Ah, I did not notice you come in. This is the apothecary, where you can buy many wondrous pills and oils. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. Oils? I sell oil for filling lamps and for quieting squeaky hinges. A small container of oil costs 20 centimes. Note the squeaky hinges. I think that's useful for thieves. Potions? I do not usually make potions unless they are special orders. I make pills that do wonderful things. However, I do have a recipe for a dispel potion. Ooh, dispel. And the dispel potion is one of the things that is one of the common threads that runs through the series. There's usually a dispel potion in the game. Dispel potion? I do have a recipe for that one, but it takes some rare ingredients to make. Are you sure you really need one? Let's ask again. Say yes. Okay. Okay, maybe we need to know that we require a dispel potion in order to be able to make one. Oh, hold on. Ingredients. No? Maybe I misspelled that? No. Okay, tell me about your pills. I have the following pills for sale. Vigor pills for 500 centimes, healing pills for 10 dinars, poison cure pills for 12 dinars, mana pills for 15 dinars. Ooh, expensive. We are going to be wanting these, of course, but we won't be buying them just yet since we're not likely to be using them just yet. Take one pill with water and get plenty of rest. Water? Pills tend to stick in your throat if you don't drink plenty of water. So yes, I think we'll have to use up water whenever we take one of those pills then. Tell me about the elements. You might notice a bit of a theme to this guy's area. No. Alright, tell me about fire. Watch this. Yeah! See how the flame reacts to incense. Fire is attracted to the things it burns because it is very vain. Now I must get back to my work. If you see something that interests me, let me know. Interests you, let me know. So you see we got points for that. Can you tell me about the other elements? Watch this. See how the earth is consumed by the flames. Pretty amazing, isn't it? I'm sure there's a lesson to be learned from this, although I don't quite know what that might be. Now I must get back to my work. See, there are certain people in the city who are associated with certain elements, and who can thus teach you about those elements and perhaps about their opposites. See, he doesn't know much about water and air, but he does know about earth and fire. Does he know about pizza? My knowledge of such things is scarce. Pity. Can you tell me about djinn? Such magical creatures are capable of actions both good and evil, much like mankind. Tell me about Razir. When the old emir was overthrown, the apothecary of Razir was taken over by the new emir. If you plan to go to Razir, it might be wise to take some extra pills, just in case such things are no longer available there. Okay. Tell me about the apothecary. This is an apothecary. It's the apothecary, where one can buy many wondrous pills. I am Harik. If you need something, let me know. Tell me about yourself, Harik. I am Harik Katta, which in your language means fire druggist. I was well named. Yeah. What else? Tell me about Shapier. This city and land are the very heart of the world. Tell me about magic. I know only the magic required to do my work. You should ask across the plaza for a better answer. Interesting, so we should go across the plaza. What else? Can I just type by? I can, nice. What's this? This is oil. We'll probably be wanting that, but I'm not sure. And there are the various pills. Okay. Can I really not ask for the dispel? Okay, maybe I need to know more before I can ask for that. But oops, that's okay. Clicked out for a moment there. Exits at the bottom are always a bit tricky. Okay, so let's head to the other side. Sorry, my apologies. I didn't mean to come to your stall. Let's head to the opposite side. Yes, that eye. That eye's following us. Quit staring at me! Alright, so we have some more Katta. Lasham, the plant merchant. Saba, the basket merchant. And Tashtari, the lamp merchant. Living plants to bring the outdoors inside. Flowers alive to grow and thrive. Flower. Alicia sells lovely flowers at the plaza of the gate. Plant. I have flowering plants and green plants planted in specially prepared earth and placed in pots from the potter across the way. All will brighten a room and freshen the air. Potter. Tosha sells fine pottery in the plaza of the fountain. Tell me about earth. The earth the plant is in is specially suited to the type of plant. If you wish, I will gladly give you some. Earth? How do I say that I want earth? Ask for earth. Maybe... Okay, maybe I just have to buy it, so to speak. Okay, I don't think there's much more to learn from you, so... Oops, so let's... As you look the plants over, you realize that you don't have the time or place to keep a potted plant. Okay, fair enough. I thought we could put that in our room, but oh well. I have baskets of all colors, sizes and shapes to contain whatever you wish. I would be most honored if the hero of the north were to purchase one of my baskets. Tell me about your baskets, mate. Don't know why I said mate. I don't usually say that. Anyway, my baskets are made of reeds brought from the east, hand-dyed and woven by myself and my family. They cost but 100 centimes each. The east? No, okay. Whoops. Can you talk about water? No. Okay. Brass is the essence of all that I sell. Lanterns and lamps, braziers and bottles, tea servers and cups. I have the goods of the finest workers of metal in the city. Tell me about metal. Brass is the essence of all I... Okay, we've asked about that. My oil lamps will light the way through the darkest night. Surely an adventurer such as yourself will have need for such a thing. For you, Effendi, I will charge but 15 dinars. Can that... again, we're going to want just about everything. But let's go in here first. Narik Saeed, aloha. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry. Welcome in, Gesundheit, Tippecanoe, and how do you do? Pleased to meet you, and I mean to please you. Welcome to my little shop of wonders. Wonder what shop it is? It's magic, of course. I'm Keep On Laughing, proprietor. You must be Nobile Cause. Proud to meet you, Mr. Cause. Shapier always hosts for heroes. I see by your outfit that you know some magic. You see by my outfit that I know some too. We can see by our outfits that we both know magic. I guess we too must eschew the hoodoo. Hello, sailor, new in town. So how you doing, Bruin? Had any witty conversation? Been chanting with the enchantress yet? Seen all the sights suggested, or just citing all the scenes? Sell you a spell, Nell? Yep, Keep On Laughing. Another gnome, much like Yorick from the previous game. So let's look around here. We have a hand puppet that is either Cecil the Seasick Sea Serpent, Ollie the Dragon, or Zippy the Pinhead, depending on which way you squint. The buffoon's balloons, you goon. What else do we have around here? There are waxen Icarus wings. The label admonishes, do not attempt to use these wings in hot climates. A lady once asked Keep On for liniment for her sister with which to rub her chickens, but he thought she said 2 rubber chickens. Oddly, she never paid for them or took them home. The label on the sleeve says, Commander Cody Flying Suit. You suddenly feel compelled to have a nice day. Well, they're either eggplants or that new doll called Baby Antwerp, which, when turned on its back, promptly explodes. The Michelin Man? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? No, it's the Dobry Pills Boy. These orbs look vaguely familiar. There should be... I wonder... Oh, here we are. The tag says, Ali Fakir genuine X-ray glasses, 15 dinars. They look incredibly large, but the tag also says one size fits all. It must be magic. We can use those for an Easter egg later, but I probably won't. Anyway, all sorts of cool stuff here. I don't think there's anything... it's a toaster, apparently. Whoopee cushions. This place lies somewhere between weird and infinity. Much more toward weird. Also, again, you might notice a little bit of an elemental... talk about topsy-turvy. The sun shines up from the floor onto the clouds above. Yeah, a bit of an elemental theme here. So, let's talk with Keep On. Tell me about yourself. Keep On Laughing is my name. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same. Tell me a joke. If you need to know the answer, then ask another prancer. Okay, he doesn't have a joke for us. Oh well. What else? Yeah, okay. He just tells us... Okay, so tell us about magic. Magic, magic everywhere. Find it in Aziz's lair. Magic, magic. Wait a bit. Find it in the soul of wit. Magic, magic in the stars. The astrologer can see that far. Magic, magic. Where did it begin? Go and ask the mighty djinn. Magic, magic. Where did it stop? Look around my magic shop. So he's just told us a bunch of sources of magic. So we know about the djinn, of course. Jinny, genie, genie, jinn. The desert's where they all begin. Jinny, Ifrit, married Jan. Magic's where they all began. Okay. Tell me about Harik. Oh no. Okay. Apothecary? No. Okay. Tell me about Elemental. Matter monster made by man, chaos tossed across the land. Catch them, grab them if you can, then they're at your command. I think that was probably meant to be said with an American accent, in which command rhymes a little better with the preceding line. Anyway, so you mentioned some new names for us. Aziza, for example. Auntie Azizi lives off the east end of Shmali Tariq. Mind your P's and Q's when you are there, or she might send you know where. So Shmali Tariq's worth remembering. What else did he mention? Oh, he mentioned the soul of wit. If you search to be witty, then search in the city. The nitty-gritty to do the stitty, you need magic to find it. 'Twas designed by committee. Okay. I'll show you in a bit what that's about, because that's a fun little bit. Okay. So tell me about air. Air, it's everywhere, way down here and way up there. In your bed and in my head and going everywhere it's led, dunderhead. Tell me about water. If you need, okay, you don't know about water. Tell me about earth. Nope, information is muddy, buddy. Okay, tell me about fire. Do you want to handle the force bolt's my candle? Oh, force bolt? If you have need for a nudging or a bent for a bouncing, this spell is swell. It can punch, it can push, it can even beat around the bush. All this from your 20 dinars. Okay, nothing of great interest now, so let's go to buy. So there's a couple of things that we can't buy, presumably because we don't have enough money. Some of them are spells, I think. This is the levitate spell, this is the force bolt spell. And since we looked at them, we can buy the X-ray glasses. We will be wanting these spells. Hum. Some of these we might have already, of course. I don't know which spells these are since they're grayed out. Yeah, maybe these are spells that we already have. That looks like it might be Dazzle. Should I buy my spells now? I have the money on me. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for our spells. We are a wizard, we're a magic user after all. We're not technically a wizard yet. Whew, smooth talking, dude. You got the gift for the gab, Tab. Tell you what I'm seeing to do. As soon as you're being a hero and all, I'll reduce the price to 19 simoleons. Dinars, that is. Dough flow, Shapier Buccaneer. 12. Okay, looks like 18 is as low as he'll go. Okay. As you read the scroll, the knowledge is ingrained into your mind. Okay. And there's one more spell. Yeah, I think these might be spells we have then. Okay. Let's go for 20 dinars. Ooh, he's not coming up much on that, is he? Okay, so 27 is the lowest he'll go. We'll go for it. Resto changer, rearranger. Here you go, Joe. Hope you're happy, Pappy. As you read the scroll, the knowledge is ingrained into your mind. So, we have some new spells. Oh yes, so you see that I recognize that and that. Trigger and detect magic he offers, and dazzle. Right. And you see our spell icons have changed a bit. There's flame dart, there's good old fetch. Okay. I don't think there's much more to say. If you need to know some knowledge about the magic way, then go see Aziza, who will enchant you if you stay. Watch out, she's testy though. So long, farewell, oath, we the same. Goodbye. See you real soon, Effendi Cause I like you. Sorry, I did stumble over that quite badly, but oh well. So how am I doing for money? 65 dinars. Not too bad, not too bad. So we now know about the apothecary and the magic shop. Now, I see they don't give street names here, so I better actually look at my map. Let's see. So I know more or less the place. Okay, Shmali Tariq is, I believe she's here, if I'm not much mistaken. So we can go to Aziza quite quickly. Tum-ti-tum-ti-tum. Let me think. We're going to want... We don't need money for Aziza. There was something else that occurred to me to do. I just want to check something with him quickly. I just want to double check that there's no one in the magic list that I missed. So Aziza, Wit. Oh, Wit, that was the other thing. The astrologer, right. Oh, let's ask about the astrologer. Do not hurry, do not wait. The astrologer will tell your fate. He is not here, he is not far. He's at the end of Tariq's stars. And I happen to know where that is. It's a fairly distinctive part of the of the city. It's here, if I'm not much mistaken. So we won't go there just yet, but we should probably go there before we conclude this this particular session. So I think Aziz is probably our next stop. So I'm going to go to Aziz, and then I'll probably swing round to the Tariq of Stars via the Plaza of the Palace. I think that's probably a good idea. You might note this particular road going off just into nowhere. Might be worth noting. While we're here, by the way, let's try detect magic. Ooh, an arrow pointing that way. We got a point for that. So we know that there's something to the north of us. Of course, I know where that is. I've played this game before, so I am I'm being a little facetious in my wonderment. Let's see. So I want to get to here. So I want to go forward, and then yeah, take a right. That's probably the easiest way, I think. Yeah, we're actually on Shmali Tariq, so we're on the correct road for Aziza. And then we should see a left coming up eventually. Aziz is pretty cool. I like the slightly haunting version of the theme tune, by the by. They're playing these streets a little more hollow, a little more desolate. It's nice, I like it. It works nicely for these walks through the streets. And this should be the place. Yes. And just save. Okay. The door seems to be watching you. Well, let's knock on the door. You politely knock on the door. Who is it that seeks to enter? Oh, we are Thorm. Who is it that sent you here? Whoops. Keep on laughing. What is the element most appropriate to the owner of the magic shop? Air. My first is the first, my second is the last. Next comes myself, and then back again, then back to the end, and beginning again. Who am I? Well, I know this puzzle. My first is the first letter of the alphabet, A. Second is the last, Z. Second is myself, I. Then back to the end, Z, and the beginning in A. A-Z-I-Z-A, Aziza. You may enter freely into my home, Thorm. Come in, sit down, and we shall speak. Welcome. It is good to have a visitor who understands the proper way to enter conversation. Aziza will be one of our major sources of information in this game, as I recall. Shall we share tea? The mouse was in the wrong place. Answer yes. The tea is cool and refreshing. You find yourself relaxing as you drink and listen to the sound of flowing water. Now that we have shared tea, what is it for which you have come? Let's thank Aziza first. You are most welcome. There we go. Okay, so tell me about Shapier. This city was built around the magic mountain which flows freely. The magic fountain which flows freely. It is protected by the mountains and the desert, and has known only peace and prosperity until now. Now? No, okay. Peace? No. Okay, tell me about Razir. Razir was like a twin to Shapier until a year ago this month. The Emir Aris was overthrown and disappeared. His brother now sits upon the throne. There is a darkness over the city through which I cannot see with all my magic. Tell me about his brother. Nope. Darkness? When I try to use Farsi upon the city of Razir, it is as though the city is wrapped in a web of blackness, which I cannot see through. Interesting. Farsi? My spells allow me to see things at a distance, and to know their true nature. True nature? No. Okay. Tell me about the Katta. The Katta are clever people. They work only at things they enjoy. Sounds like a good idea to me. Tell me about yourself. My name means highly prized. It was the name of my mother. Your mother? No, okay. Tell me about Keepon. Keepon's magical abilities are great, but his style is much too childish. Still, if you must purchase his sort of toy magic, his shop is the place to visit. Magic. The magic I work with most is water magic, that of knowledge and true seeing. As water can reflect, I too can reflect spells back upon the caster. There is much magic in this land, some of a very dark nature. Okay. Magic can be misused for ill purposes. A foe can seem to be a friend, and the victim is helpless against the foe. The more powerful the magic, the more likely that it can be used for evil purposes. Evil? If you please, I would rather talk of something else. Okay. Oh. Ah, come on, there we go. The astrologer is fond of making predictions of things to come. Some of the things of which he speaks actually come to pass. Okay, and tell me about Harik. No. No, okay. Tell me about air. Nope. Tell me about water. Water is the element of healing and life. I use it in all my magical workings. Okay, tell me about fire. No, tell me about earth. No, okay. Elements? The contrary element or weakness of fire is water. The weakness of water is air. The weakness of air is earth. And the weakness of earth is fire. Weakening an elemental will force it to seek escape and thus be captured in a suitable container. Okay, tell me about elementals. Perhaps it'd be well to show you as well as tell you such things. Nice little cutscene. There are 4 basic elements which make up the universe: water, earth, air, and fire. An elemental is formed when magic shapes an element into a semblance of a living creature. Elementals are very powerful and destructive. They can be weakened by the contrary element, but they cannot be destroyed. Once weakened, an elemental can be captured. Once captured, the magical nature of the elemental can be used for helpful rather than harmful purposes. Nice. Okay. Capture. An elemental trying to escape will be drawn to a container of an appropriate nature. If there is no container, then it will either flee or dissipate and reappear elsewhere. A container can be created by choosing an appropriate receptacle for an element, such as a water skin for water, hint hint. Once the elemental has entered the container, its magical essence will be retained. One who thus captures an elemental will have power over it to use as he pleases. Okay. Okay. Tell me about djinn then. The djinn are very powerful magical beings who roam this land. There are 5 types of djinn, which we won't go through. Djinn are more powerful than Okay. 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 We won't go through that right now. Tell me rather about the desert. The Ifrit make the hot desert sands their home. They are seldom seen. Okay. Tell me then... Do you know Shamin? No. Tell me about the Sultan then. The Sultan, Harun al-Rashid, is a most wise ruler. He often consults me for information about things. He has a good deal of understanding about people, and he knows how best to use them. He is doing everything in his power to prevent the ill omens from coming to pass. Omens? There have been many dark predictions concerning this land lately. You should consult with the astrologer. Okay, everyone's pointing me to the astrologer, so we'd better go chat with him, I think. Tell me about the Emir. The Emir Aris was a foolish man who ruled more with his heart than his head. There was magic involved in his disappearance. Since he has been gone, the city of Razir has fallen into dark times, and many have fled the new tyranny. Okay, can you tell me about Sauruses? No. The creatures of water are my friends, but whatever you do, don't mention the subject to the owner of the magic shop. Okay. It's very tempting to tell that to keep on then. But anyway, we'll keep her confidence, I suppose. Keep on likes to engage in magical games with visitors every so often. You should ask him about it. Okay, we likely will. I don't think we have much else to think about right now, to ask about right now. Yeah, we haven't been given much direction just yet. So let's say our goodbyes, thank her, and say goodbye. It has been a pleasure conversing with you. Perhaps we shall share tea again sometime. That is likely, I think. Okay. And I'm actually going to teleport back to... yeah, back to the magic shop quickly. Do I want to ask him about anything new? I don't think so. I'm just going to head out. And I want to take which one? Let's see, so we're there. I want to go there. Okay, so we want to be on the south side and take the east exit. From there, past this person's washing, we want to go... oh, looks like... oh, actually, I want to do this without going... I mean, I suppose I could just go to the plaza of the palace. Let's just go there. This wealthy-looking Katta is Tiram, the carpet merchant. This is Sashanan, the jewelry merchant. Sorry, Sashanan. The finest of carpets for all of the land I have for your perusal, hero of the north. Whoops. Kittens. There we go. I sell the finest of rugs, hand-woven by my family. I'm Tiram, and all my family makes the carpets. Oh, can we buy a carpet? Forgive me, but Shima would be most displeased if I sold you something which you could not easily carry and for which you have no real use. See, that's a nice thing about the Katta. They are pretty honest. They won't sell you something just for the sake of selling you that thing. Admittedly, he might just be afraid of Shima, but generally that seems to be true of Katta, I think. Well, that's my impression at least. Anyway, jewellery of the finest gems, inlaid in rings of gold and silver, necklaces of beautiful stones, things of beauty which will last forever, all of which I sell. Jewellery. It is most regrettable that I... oh, okay. Ring? No. Okay. So there's nothing much going on here, so we want to go which way? We want to go south. Oh, that's east. That means that's north, so this is south. Oh, but before we do that, let's just see what's down here. Here's the palace. We don't actually have any business here right now, so we just came to see it. And we want to go this way. I clicked out. Don't want to raid a channel. Which way? There we go. Come on, there we go. So, looking at our map, I've gone north. Oh, that's a W. For some reason I was reading that as though it were on its side. And an E. That's a W, meaning west, meaning this is south. I thought the perspective seemed odd for that to the other side to have been south. Oh well. Well, we're on the Tarika stars. We're on the right. We're literally on the right track, on the right path, let's say. Yep, someone's quite a bit of washing out today. That's, most barrels are making me hungry. Do I want Sharky Darb? I think that's Sharky Darb. I don't think so. I think I want to just keep going this way. Ah, astrologer, it says. Come in, Hassan, come in. Oh, that is not you, is it? It is hard for me to tell at such a distance. Come in anyway, and welcome. I am Abu al-Njun, and I am the astrologer of the stars and omens. And who are you, that I might know you? What might I call you? Thorm. Ah, Thorm, it is indeed a name for heroes. It is well that you have come then. The signs show that we will soon need a hero here. So let's have a look around quickly. You used to have a magic 8-ball that performed much the same function as this dartboard. The stars are all out of place compared to Spielburg. Where is this place? Which is interesting, because did we really fly that far that the stars are different? I don't think so. As you gaze about the home of the astrologer, you're reminded of a small boy's playroom, bunk bed, toys and all. Let's see, P plus explosion, no wait, plus kaboom. Ugh, you were never any good at these things anyway. So, P plus boom minus, so that's P, boo, I over water. It's a rebus of some sort. That's waves. I think that could be an omega or a U. That's it. It says kaboom. Explosion. That says minus M. Peekaboo. Oh, it's peekaboo. I see you. P plus kaboo minus M. Peekaboo. I, the C, and a U. Peekaboo. I see you. Every day, the astrologer thanks his lucky stars that he has lucky stars. Greet. Welcome. May the stars smile upon you. Tell me about the stars. The relationships of the stars influence our lives constantly. Lives? You know, I have never seen the stars in that particular configuration. Tell me about heroes. The stars predict that only a great hero may aid us through the upcoming darkness. Darkness? The stars have very little to say about that. Stars. Oh yes, I've asked about that, pardon me. Astrologer. I have been stargazing since I was little. There is so much to learn from astrology. Tell me about the future then. If you wish to know your fortune, I will need to know your guiding signs. Tell me about your past and the things you have done. What else? Tell me about Shapier. The eye of the shadow is over the city. The dark hand is moving towards us. There will be misfortune here shortly. Eye of the shadow. The planet known as the Eye has crossed the sign of the shadow. The shadow is watching us, and who knows what evil lurks. I sure don't. Hand? The stars which shape the hand signify action. When the hand is dark, it means oppression. Tell me about Razir. The dark hand is over Razir now. Its ruling planet has been missing since it passed across the dragon. Dragon? The dragon is the sign of vast magical power. This is all relevant, by the way. Okay, so he wants us to tell us... You have lived a most interesting life. I will look into what signs have guided your life thus far and see how they will affect you in the future. This will take many hours, so you will need to come back some other day. Okay, goodbye. If you need to know more about the future, visit me again when it arrives. I like that line. Okay, so let's head out. We've spoken with the astrologer. Oops. There we go. So, here we go. We now have the astrologer. We have Aziza. We keep on Laffin's magic shop. We have the apothecary. Let's head to the Plaza of the Fighters. Mirak is the local leather merchant. Whoops. Kiram is the local clothing merchant. Cloth of the finest of weaves and the loveliest of colours, clothes to entice and touch, veils to reveal and conceal. All this and more I have and more. You can attest to how comfortable and conforming my wares are, for you wear them well. Again, sorry, I skipped the intro. Well, rather, didn't think to... I missed the fact that the intro was there, rather. Forgot that it doesn't play out automatically. Anyway, tell me about... Whoops. Tell me about clothes. I have clothes of all sizes and styles, cloth of the finest dyes. If it is made of cloth, then I carry it in my stand. Perhaps I could sell you a cloth bag to contain your extra equipment. A bag? The bags I have are woven so fine they can carry the sand and plaster used to repair the city walls, yet strong enough that they will not break under so much weight. They cost but 50 centimes, and we will be wanting one, so we'll get that. Alright, let's buy from you. I'll take a cloth bag. 45? Ah, thank you. Let's talk with you then. The finest in leatherwork I will sell to you, hero from a distant land. My leather is noted for the world over for its beauty and durability. Tell me about your leather. The belts and boots I sell are made from dyed saurus skin. The very ones you wear came from my stand. I sell many other items made from leather, but the one thing that I sell which every adventurer needs the most is in this land is a water skin. Water skin. Whoops, that's not it's not a water shin. Should be interesting. The water skin will hold enough water for a day's journey in the desert. It can be refilled in the fountain. It is often the only thing between a traveller and certain death when one explores around the city. It will cost you but 100 centimes, and we'll buy a couple of those, I think. Probably 2, since we already have 1. Boots. The belts and boots are cut and shaped for the customer and take a few days to create. Okay. Nothing much else. Oh, there. I would like to buy some stuff though. How about 90? Oh, I keep forgetting that that I can specify the amount. The emblem of the bellows above the door looks like the real thing. According to the sign the door below it must lead to the weapon shop. Not the most important for us as a magic user, but it will be relevant. So let's go and chat with this fellow. I am Isser, and this is my weapon shop. I make the best swords and daggers. What do you want? The silvery shimmering coat of costly mail glistens in the glimmering glow of the fire. Double-bladed axe. Contains neither fun nor monkeys. I'm not quite sure what that is. Some shields. One of the many trophies won at the Desert Wrist Wrestling Championships in Petalumir. Don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. Nothing much going on right now. Let's have a chat with this fellow. Oh, we want to ask Keepon about the game. I make the finest weapons in all Shapier. Okay. What is this guy's name again? Isser. I am Isser of the House of Usher. Huh. Hope it doesn't fall. Okay. Shapier. This place is the best weapon shop in the world. What do you think of the Sultan? The Sultan has some good men working for him. Some of the guards are my best friends. And Rizia? No, you don't know anything about Rizia. Bellows. The bellows are a sign of my trade. What about them? Okay. Let's see if we can buy anything. We can buy a dagger. We can't buy a sword, presumably because we're not a fighter. Yeah, so we could buy more daggers, but we don't really have anything to do with them, so we're not going to. But, actually, before we do this, because this next bit is one of my favorite bits, at the start of the game, I do want to pop into the magic shop to ask about that game. You may recall that when we saw Erasmus in Quest for Glory 1, we played a game. Same's true here. A challenge to the wits and mind, a game truly one of a kind. If you're willing and in no hurry, let's have a game of Forcebolt Flurry. Flurry. Challenge? Oh, so we can challenge to a game here. Let me save and give that a shot. No, you know what? It's getting kind of late. I probably shouldn't have saved over that one, but anyway. But we know it's here now. So we can challenge Keepon to a game. We might well do that next week, next session, because that should be fun. Aha! The creature before you looks like a cross between a centaur and a lion. His muscular upper torso and leonine features add a certain ferocity to his appearance, but his eyes look kindly and calmly back at you. You notice a bandage is wrapped around his hind leg. Let's greet first. It is good to see you, young hero. A nice day to be adventuring. My name is Rasha Rakesh Satana. I am called Rakesh. I am of the Lion Tor people. The Sultan summoned me to Shapier to aid against the dark magic which even now hovers near this city. I fear, though, that I am not the hero I was once. Perhaps you will become the hero they need. Hero? A true hero knows what must be done when there is need, and he must be able to do it. Lion Tor. Okay. Tell me about the Sultan. The Sultan Harun al-Rashid watches over his people and strives to make sure they are happy and content. It sorrows him greatly to think of Razir. It angers him greatly to think of the one behind Razir. Behind? The one behind? No. Okay, tell me about Razir then. The rumors from Razir are that laws have become more important than men, and that it has become a crime to think. Few go to that city now, and even fewer return. Oops. Yeah. Shapier. This is a fine kingdom, and its ruler is very wise, but there are signs of dark magic seeking to overwhelm Shapier. Signs? No, okay. Okay. Tell me about magic. Magic surrounds all of us in this world, and is a part of us also. Aziza has many more answers than I. Tell me about Aziza. Aziza is a very powerful enchantress, wise in the ways of the elements. You might visit her house near the Shmali Tariq if you can win her respect. Respect? No. Okay. Elements? No. Elemental? Nope. You know anything about djinn? A djinn is a creature of magic. Some are good and some are bad. They are all dangerous because they have such power. The power of a warrior comes not from his strength, but rather from his will, his inner nature. I find I am becoming less a warrior and more a philosopher as I get older. Will? The will is the very essence of your soul. Soul. No, okay. Tell me about fire. No. Tell me about earth. No. Tell me about water. Tell me about air. No. Okay, tell me about Keepon? No. And Harik? No. Tell me about the guild. This place is very much a home for me. Because as you can see it says Guild Hall. This is the Adventurers Guild in this area. Let me think. Is there anything else I want to talk with Rakesh about now? Can I ask him about Tana? The kingdom of Tana lies to the southwest, many, many miles from here. I have not seen it in a very long while. No. This is the tricky thing about the parser. It's easy to forget things, which is part of the fun, quite frankly. Not something I want in every game, but it's fun on occasion. So we'll be going back to a standard point-and-click dialogue once we hit Quest for Glory 3, I dare say. Not sure what else to ask. No. Okay, so nothing else occurs to me right now. Farewell, young adventurer. We shall speak again soon, no doubt. Indeed, and Rakesh is one of my favourite characters, along with Shamin and Shima and Uhura. Ah, the hero of the Kattas. You have some reputation already to hear merchants talk. If you are as good as they say you are, then you must be plenty good. I be Uhura. I be honoured to you visit here. Tell me about yourself, Uhura. My name be Uhura. It means freedom in my people's voice. People? My people be very far from here. I be Simbani warrior, but Simbani woman cannot be wife and warrior. So I be coming to Shapier to find father so I can bear child. Now I have Simba and still remain Simbani warrior. So basically, her people are perfectly happy to have a woman be a warrior, and they're perfectly happy for a woman to be to have a child, and perfectly happy for a woman to be a wife, but they don't allow a woman to be a wife and a warrior. So she's gone to somewhere where she can find someone who's willing to have a child with her out of wedlock, so that she can have a baby and go home without having married anyone, and thus remain a warrior. Tell me about Simba. Simba means lion in my language. Rakesh say he sounds like a lion cub when he cries. Rakesh. Rakesh be very fine warrior. He knows to be gentle and kind too. Very wise, very strong. But his leg be plenty bad, hurt him all the time. Sorry about the style of speech there. I'm not sure how I feel about it. In a sense, it's realistic because she's someone who comes from a people who don't speak the common tongue, all that much. On the other hand, it feels a bit stereotypical, so I'm not sure that I'm entirely comfortable with it, but it's the way they've written it, so for now, yeah. Leg? Rakesh leg be broken badly and fight a long time. It did not heal right. Fight? Okay, that's to challenge. Tell me about the guild. This place I be working while Simba be small. I be good fighter, good adventurer. You need help fighting, I be good teacher too. So she's essentially our tutorial and our training partner for combat, which we'll get to, I think. I might as well do that before we close up the stream. I don't think there's anything else I want to do before I close up the stream and we do other things next session. But let's finish talking with Uhura. Tell me about... Oh, I do want to pop out to Rakesh to ask him about his leg. This be a good place to stay while Simba be so small. Soon he be big enough to travel. Then we be going back to my home. My land and people are many months' travel from here. Tana? My home be good place to hunt and roam the great savannas and jungles. The desert of Shapier not have much shade to hunt by day, and it is too cold for hunting by night. I only give combat practice lessons here. When I return to Tana, I begin teaching Simba about hunting too. Okay. Okay, that just asks about Rakesh. What do you know about djinn? Djinn know much magic, some good, some bad. Best you be leaving them alone. Elemental? No. Air? Nope. Oops. It does not begin with a W. Nope. Fire? Nope. Water? Nope. Pizza? No. That be where you sign in to be adventurer in Shapier. Don't want to forget that. Never turn your back to moose, especially near mooseberry bushes. I will remember that. Probably not. What about magic? Do you know anything about magic? If you need to know magic, ask a magic person. I be warrior, not wizard. I don't think there's anything else. Habari, young adventurer. It is good to have your kind here. Kwaheri hero Spielburg. This is the logo of the Eternal Order of Fighters. There is some text written on the plaque. The standard guild. Here's the request board, which we'll look at in a minute. The creature's head looks like that of an overgrown canine, but if the plaque's to be believed, it must have been separated from a humanoid torso. The plaque reads, Jackalman slain by sweeping Sir James. And that's terribly relevant to us, but that's okay. Some Fricanian drums sit in one corner of the room. You wonder if Uhura ever uses them. Can we play them? Oh, we can. Nice. You find out that your drumming skills aren't nearly good enough to play more than a few beats. Yeah, that's probably about my level. You sign your name in the book with a flourish and get some points for it. Yep, last entry is us. Okay. Let's look at the guild board. Actually, all right, never mind. They will be given to the one who restores the Emir Aras al-Din to his rightful place in the palace at Razir, the sum of 1,000 dinars, by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. He who is willing to brave the desert should seek Harikata in his shop by the sign of the mortar and pestle by the fountain. That one shall find rewards for his courage. We should perhaps look into some of these so that we have the quests ready for us next session. There is needed for a spell of great power the whirling part of a dervish. Inquire at the magic shop. Keep on laughing, proprietor. Those who do service to the city and land of Shapier shall know the rewards of goodness by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. The way of the Paladin, to seek, to learn, to do. Okay. So let me pop out. I think I'll end the session with combat with Uhura, so I'll come back here, I think. Tell me about your leg. My leg was damaged a long time ago when I tried to fight a demon that was destroying my people. The demon struck me with its poisoned tail. The bone was shattered and, because of the poison, the leg did not heal correctly, even with magic. Demon? The demon was sent by a wizard who sought to overthrow my kingdom. Oh, excuse me. Someone's just come in. I will be back in a moment. Right, sorry about that. Yes, as I said, someone came in for a bit. Well, let's see. We have just a couple of things to do before I close up for the night, I think. You posted something for a reward, did you, Harik? I am always in need of certain components for my work. If you are brave enough to bring some of these components to me, I am more than willing to pay you for them. Components. I am always out of scorpion venom to make poison cure pills and ghoul claws for my experiments. I will pay 20 dinars for the tail of a scorpion and 15 dinars for the claws of a ghoul. Not bad. Tell me about ghouls, though. The ghoul is a creature of the night. The scrape of its claws chills the soul and draws the very life away from you. It takes a very agile adventurer to avoid death at its hands. And the scorpion, oops, not a scorpion. The sting of the scorpion's tail is death unless you take my poison cure pills. Unfortunately, even they will not help you if you are struck by the tail more than once. Okay. Can you tell me about Jackalman? No, okay. So let's head out, and there's one more to look into. How much money do we have again? 63. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to buy some stuff. Where's my money? Centimes. So it's 3 dinars, if I'm not much mistaken. Let's try to. Can I? I can just enter values. Good. Let's try 250. 260. Okay. Oh, we're getting somewhere. 270. Thank you. And we'll want some food eventually. So let's buy some food. Okay, so we have dates, we have bread, and we have falafels. Let's buy one of everything. Just why not? I should actually read some of this patter. Sorry. I'll do it for the next one, for the bread. Okay, we'll buy one of those. 20. Very well. For you, we shall make a special price. It will cost you 28 centimes. 25. Nope, that's fine. Okay, looks like we're just eating it immediately, but oh well. And trying all the local food, you know. Very well. For you, okay. Looks like we missed the patter. That's a pity. A pity we missed the patter. Okay. Okay, good. But we don't get to keep them, unfortunately. Still, we have 4 adventuring rations. And we have a nice pot. And we do want a lamp. This is dinars, so we do want to bargain that down. Okay. As you noted, that is a quest item. How are we doing for money? Oops, 46. So we're running low, but we're okay for the moment, I think. I'm not going to buy pills though. Okay, we can't buy a plant. And let's see, a basket. Let's try 70. Ooh, okay, he's bargaining pretty hard. 80 then. 85. 97. 87. 89. Ah, we came to an agreement. Good. Okay, we still have 45 dinars. Good, that's good. In fact, 45 dinars and 91 centimes, which is not too bad. And we have some of the items we might want. In fact, I'm going to drop some of these off here, I think. Welcome, hero. Thank you. I think we're fine now. I think some of these items were added in this remake. I think we can put this here. You put the sand dome on top of the closet so that you can look at it while lying on your bed. Oh, there it is. I don't know whether any of these other things... No, can't use the pot here. I think we use the pot in a what's it? You know, we haven't said hello to Shima. Before we close up the session, let's say hello to Shima. Let's order some tea. Shima will be with you shortly with some of our wonderful tea. Shima! Hey, Shima. Here is some of our wonderful tea. Tell me about yourself, Shima. My name in the language of our people means she of the dance. Dance? The dance that I perform was, at one time, to ready our people for battle and, for fertility. Now it is only for fun. Fun. Battle. Okay. Elemental. I only know that elementals are dangerous. Perhaps others could tell you more? Tell me about your tea. The tea is made from fresh herbs and honey and is brewed by the sun. Nice. Tell me about Abdullah, who is right here. He, too, is our forever friend. Tell me about Shamin. Shamin is both my husband and my soulmate. Tell me about the inn. This is our home this is your home as well as ours. Tell me about Shapier. It is good to be here again. You will always be welcome in our inn for the help you have given that allowed us to return here. Tell me about Razir. All Katta in that city were driven out of their homes there. Only my cousin Sharaf did not leave. I fear for him. Tell me about Sharaf. His name means honor. He is very brave. It is said that he refused to leave Razir so that he could work to bring freedom to his homeland again. Freedom? I have heard that even now my cousin Sharaf works with the underground to free Razir. Underground does not have T in it. It is a movement to overthrow the current government of Razir and restore the old ways. Tell me about the desert. There are many dangers in the desert. You must be very careful there. Dangers? No. Magic. I am not as skilled in the ways of magic as some. I know only the quiet magic of the dance and how to make an inn seem a home. Okay. Do you know Aziza? No. Okay, do you know about djinn? No. Okay, I think we will drink our tea. The tea, as Abdullah has told you many times, is wonderful. Okay. Let's head out. Oops, missed my click again. There we go. Okay. I don't think there's anything much else to concern ourselves with just for the moment. We could follow those those detect magics to find somewhere where we might test our wits, so to speak. But I think let's head into the guild hall. It is good for Simba to watch us practice. He will need to learn soon enough. Well, let's go and see about that. First, let's save. There we go. Yeah, glad and grateful that it hasn't crashed. That will be the place to see just how good a fighter you are. I get tired of not using spear and shield for so long a while. Maybe you and I will go check out skills there. No magic though, I don't do magic. Could be a problem for me since I'm relying on magic, but oh well, we have a knife. But let's check out combat, and then we'll probably end the stream, I think. This be the training area. Sometimes Rakesh and I spar here when his leg not be hurting. If you have some spare time, we can practice a bit together. You may not be a warrior, but basic combat knowledge will still be useful to keep you alive. Goo goo gaga goo. Poltergeists make up the principal types of spontaneous material manifestations. Don't bother, he only tries to show off. I do like that little interaction with Simba. Okay. Practice. Maybe we practice combat skills, you and I. Warrior. Fighter. Okay, challenge. You want me to explain basic combat actions before we start for real? Let's. It's been a little while since I played this one. Okay. This tutorial is intended to introduce the player to the basics of the game's battle system. Good. We start with some footwork. First, move backward, like this. Now you try. Okay, keypad. Okay, so we're playing on keypad. Okay, I want to get numlock off. There we go. Move back one more time. There we go. Now we both be standing at edge of combat area. None of us be capable of moving further backward. Now walk forward again to advance an opponent. Okay, so yeah, it's keypad based. If enemy right in front of you, you cannot advance further. Footwork also be important when getting out of harm's way. There be various ways to dodge incoming attacks. Most common way of dodging be moving sideways. Be careful if enemy swings with his weapon. If you be dodging in the wrong direction, you'll be walking right into his blow. Keypad 1 and keypad 3 to dodge sideways. Ready? Go. There we go. Good. In real combat, opponent may be faster. I'll be going easy on you now. Reflexes and blade must be equally sharp, otherwise you lose. There be more ways to evade blows in combat, all of them based on principle of footwork. Easiest way is jumping backward and moving out of my reach. Let's try. Let's press keypad 2 down to avoid attacks. Here's 3 different functions. Oops. Watch my movements carefully. In real combat, it'd be difference between life and death. Try again. There we go. Problem with jumping back would be that you can get yourself cornered this way. If an attack is aimed high, you can quickly duck under it. This be very tiring and you remain within range for a quick counterattack, but will only work if acted last moment. Need good timing. Let's try. Okay. Well timed. Now we try something similar. If enemy uses attack aimed at kneecaps or feet, you can jump up to avoid it. I do low stab and you dodge by jumping. Okay, so this is also, jumping's also on 2. That's unexpected. Make sure to defend like that in actual combat too. Now, we do some attacking. Combat can't be won unless you can damage enemy. The safest and fastest way to attack be stab or thrust. Stab does not do much damage, but enemy won't have much time to defend against or counter it. Try stabbing. Okay, 9. Okay, so top right. Finally, let's practice the swing. This attack be slower than the stab, but inflicts more damage. Okay, 7, there we go. Attack me once more. As you can see, opponent will mind defense, and you better be doing too. That be all for now. Next training session we fight for real. One more thing, if you think you'll be losing, run away. Survival be more important than pride. You may die gloriously out in desert, but nobody here will ever know. Press escape if you want to run away. Okay, so it's basically the same system as Quest for Glory 1 showed us, but with a bit more complexity in that you can move, and without that little icon at the bottom right doing everything by cursor. And challenge one more time. Missouri-sana, I accept your challenge. Let's fight. Let's have a proper fight. Okay. Ah, got it. I'm fighting with a dinky little knife though. Ah. You may note that I'm not taking health damage, that's because this is practice. Ah. Enough for now. You look pretty winded. We go back to hall. So, yep, I got slaughtered there. But yeah, I am pretty out of practice. And didn't have my magic. Let's take a rest. You spend an hour listening to Uhura's stories about her homeland. Okay, so how are we doing? Well, intelligence has gone up, vitality has gone up, weapon use has gone up, dodge has gone up, sorry, we have no parry. Communication has gone up, as has honor. Stamina and mana restored, puzzle points are at 63, and health is at 62. So yeah. I think that is where I am going to leave it for the stream. So, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I very much have. This is one of my favorite games. This is possibly my second favorite installment in the series, although it does have some pretty stiff competition from some of the other installments. So yeah, I'm really excited to be into this again and to be streaming it. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Stay well, and goodbye.